for summer, but that doesn't mean learning has to stop. Here to show us some fun and easy science experiments that you can do at home with your kids is science communicator Sarah Habibi. Hey, Sarah! Oh my God, so good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you so much for having me today.
Oh my gosh, I am absolutely thrilled about this because this feels like you broke into my diary from the age of like 6 to 13 and invented this whole segment for it.
Yeah,
I'm really pumped.
With kids home for the summer, parents are always looking for things to do with their kids,
Totally,
right?
totally.
And so I set up 3 really easy science experiments that you can do at home using materials that you can find in your kitchen.
Fantastic. Okay, so what are we starting with?
We are starting with a volcano, or not, sorry, a tornado. In a bottle.
Okay, this is very cool.
Yeah, so we're not gonna bring a real tornado into the studio today, but we're making a really small scale simulation of what happens in a real tornado.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so we're gonna be using water to show that phenomenon instead of air.
Okay, right on. Yeah.
And you requested?
I requested blue because I always made them blue when I was a kid. Because I was like, blue, it looks like air and water in the sky.
I love it.
Etc. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I chose yellow for the sun.
I love that. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna actually turn our tornado bottle upside down.
Okay.
Okay. Start to let it flow, and then you're just gonna swirl it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Get right in there, and you're gonna set it down, and you're gonna start to see your tornado forming.
Yes.
Oh my God, yours looks so good.
I am a tornado queen. This is so excellent. This, honestly, I would do this for hours as a kid.
It's so fun. It's so fun. And it all has to do with this difference of pressure that's happening. And so there's a higher pressure on the outside, lower pressure on the inside, and this is pushing the water inward, causing it to spiral even faster through your bottle.
That is so cool. Another thing I love to do, I loved adding a little bit of glitter in to see what was going on. So much fun.
Yeah, and then see it suck down the middle.
And I will say, yes, this is an experiment for maybe kids and adults alike, but it is really excellent also if you're cooking, if you're making like beef bourguignon and you need a whole bottle of wine and something, vortex it.
Yeah.
Right on out.
Comes right out.
Yeah, exactly. Or making sangria and you are good to go. But that's for the adults. Yeah. All right, now moving on, what are we working on?
We are gonna be making some secret messages.
Oh, okay.
And the key to this is our baking soda solution. So we have here baking soda mixed with water, and this is gonna be your invisible ink. So you can go ahead and start to write out your secret message on your piece of paper.
Okay.
And so baking soda, in this experiment, we're exploring pH indicators. And now a pH indicator just tells us if something is acidic or if it's basic.
Okay.
And now because baking soda is a base, that's what's gonna help us in this activity.
Okay.
And bases, we know, when they're mixed with water, they're kind of slippery, but they're also bitter to the taste.
Really bitter. It's the same as if you're baking and you don't use something to counteract it.
Yeah.
It tastes bitter and soapy.
Tastes bitter. And so that's a big characteristic of baking soda. And so we're gonna lean on that for this activity.
Okay.
Love your hidden message. Can't wait to see what it is.
Thank you very much.
To help reveal it once it's dry, we have here a mixture of turmeric and rubbing alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What does the alcohol do?
So it all comes down to the solubility of turmeric. Some substances are soluble in water, and so they dissolve really easily in water, whereas other ones, they have really strong covalent bonds holding them together. And so they need a little bit more support to be broken apart. And so that's where we use organic substances like turmeric.
Okay, perfect. So I just get this and then brush it over?
and then you just brush over your...
So this is a secret message that I wrote before.
Yeah,
Let's see what it says. Well, it says it's
Look
a
at
cool cat. That's so fun.
So fun.
Oh my gosh, I used to do it with lemon juice and an iron, much more dangerous, but super fun.
So fun.
This is way more bright.
Yeah, and the turmeric, it's a natural pH indicator. And so it contains a chemical called curcumin that reacts with basic substances like the baking soda to turn bright red.
That is so cool. That is so cool. I'm writing messages to my husband in his lunch every day now. Okay, now finally we are moving on to something very cool.
Yes, this is oobleck, but not any regular oobleck. This is a solar oobleck, and it all starts with our cornstarch. And so you're gonna go ahead and add your cornstarch into your container. Perfect. And then choose a solar powder of choice.
All right, what is solar powder?
So solar powder is just a fun way of saying a UV or a fluorescent pigment. And so these types of pigments, when they react with light, they give off an even brighter and more brilliant color.
Oh, very cool.
And because we don't have sunlight here, we're gonna use the invisible rays of a ultraviolet light to help show that color off.
Show that off. So once we get all of these in here, we add in a bit of water?
Yeah, we add in a bit of water.
Okay. So pour that in. Nicely done.
Okay, and then you're gonna go ahead and mix that all together.
Okay. And while I am mixing this together, you're gonna show us the properties of this.
Yeah,
Okay.
so oobleck is a super cool substance. It's actually a really great example of what we call a non-Newtonian fluid. And so a non-Newtonian fluid is one that acts both like a solid and a liquid, depending on if there's a pressure applied. And
Okay.
so right here, when I'm rolling it in my hand like a ball,
Yeah.
it looks like a solid ball.
Yeah.
Okay? But as soon as I release that pressure, we're gonna start to see it turn into a liquid and seep out of my hand.
Isn't that cool? Yes.
And if we shine a black light on it, you can see those specks of
Do you see
glitter.
the sparkles coming out? There's like little specks of glitter all in it. Oh, that's gnarly.
And so you can imagine.
Oh, look at
Yours.
mine. Oh, mine is very exciting. Y'all, can you take a gander at that? Do you see those like sparkles sparkling? Maybe? Oh,
Look at
it looks like a
that.
galaxy. This is the best. Honestly, I'm gonna grab some of this because I can't resist.
Grab it, yeah. and then
Mine
you
isn't
can just
super mixed
play
yet,
with
but then you just
it.
go really quick.
You go really
and then
quick.
you're good to go. Sarah, this has been an absolute delight. I could play with this literally for the rest of my life and never be sad ever again. Thank you so much. What a delight. Welcome to Non-Newtonian Fluids. We gotta do. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.